So hopefully if all the fibers connect and all the things talk appropriately and Cloudflare isn't flaring for us, we will be doing PAMCast for November 28, 2025. This is me just burning time at the beginning while we wait on our production staff, our minions in the background, to tell us that we're good to go. I see some of it working, but we always give it a minute or 30 seconds or so to connect and do the things. And if it works, then I roll in and we'll do PAMCast. If it doesn't work, I will burn more time and entertain you with the silly things that are going on in my life while it all gets figured out. It looks like it's working, but oh, there we go. We got production staff. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. We're good to go. So this is PAMCast for November 18th, 2025. This is a discussion for TechIDManager, the things that have happened in the past month, the things that we plan to do in the next month, and things of importance to partners of TechIDManager, partners of Ruffian Software, and things that are going on in this company. If you are an existing TechID partner, you are the target audience for this. If you are interested in using TechIDManager to kind of see where we are and what kind of things we do for our partners, you're the target of this. If you don't know what TechIDManager is, or you don't work at an MSP, or you're not familiar with privileged account management, this is probably not the video or podcast or recording for you. If you will fall in that second category, we'd love it if you go to techidmanager.com, read about us, and schedule a demo, and we will do a one-on-one informational about what TechIDManager is and how privileged account management can help an MSP be better at all the cybersecurity things they do. That's out of the way. Let's now begin the PAMCast. So our agenda for today looks like this. What have we been up to? New features were released this month and things that are coming next month. Let's talk about what we've been up to. This month has been a month of working on scaling for TechID Host and the interactions that come to it. Some of our partners are starting to deploy at a bigger scale than we've done before, and we are working to make those scales work. This is a very exciting thing for us. It's a big technical optimization problem. It's really fun, and we're working on that. This has meant there have been quite a few TechID Portal and TechID Host releases over the last month, and there are going to be more going forward. This has been almost our primary focus for the past month. Half our dev team has been working on this, half our dev team has been working on the next item, which is the major new feature that we have in the works. I am super excited about this. This is simply throwing a teaser out there and telling you that there is a major new piece coming. It is very cool, very exciting. It is really, really, really awesome. We think it, we love it, and we hopefully get time and we'll tell you about it. The other big thing that's been going on is we're working on our SOC 2 compliance. Like last time, we had a gap report. We're addressing those items that were in the gap report. Really minor items, nothing big technical, just a bunch of paperwork, a bunch of compliance, policy items, a bunch of business running items. Really nothing on the technical front, all on the business and paperwork and policy sides. Those have been going on. So we hope to start the Type 1 audit, SOC 2 Type 1 audit. We're targeting that starting before December. That's the plan. Where we are with that and how we're doing, like, it's anybody's guess. It's a work. People are working on it. It gets there when it gets there. Things come up. People get distracted. That kind of thing happens. That's really the high-level TLDR of what TechIDManager's been up to. Man, that's pretty cool, I think, especially the scaling work. I, as a technical founder, love the scaling, the technicals of that. How do you make something that works for thousands of things work for tens and hundreds of thousands of things? That's very intriguing, very interesting. I'm very much intrigued by it. All right, let's talk in the weeds. Let's do some more boring technical stuff. Let's talk about the TechID Host and Portal releases that have happened this month. So if we bring up and we look at this, and we scroll down, we see that in the last month, we did one October 21st. We did one October 23rd, November 1st, November 2nd, November 11th, November 12th, November 16th, which was just 2 days ago. We have been doing continual releases. You can read about all of these. There was a bug with invoicing email we fixed. We had some internal changes and code cleanup. That's all. Anytime you see in this series of releases, internal changes and code cleanup, that means that we're working on speed. Sometimes internal code changes, speed improvements for the TechID client API. As I say the word speed improvements, I realize I am talking at like Mach 37. So we'll try and slow down a little bit. You can see a lot of these are just internal changes for optimization and code cleanup. Like just, that's what all these releases are. There should have been near no visible customer performance, no partner side visibility for any of these. That's just what it was. They were almost all internal improvements. There are a few bugs fixed here and there, but none that anybody really noticed or said anything about. Oh, I lost my, there we are. Big feature, super excited to announce, auto update for TechID Agent Windows. This has been a long time coming. This has been a personal struggle of mine to come to terms with auto updating and all the issues that come with that, both security, reliability, all those things, versus the convenience and up-to-dateness of software that partners enjoy and like. It's really been almost exclusively not a technical struggle, but a personal struggle and a company struggle to say, yes, we are going to take over that update process. So version 6.2.3.4 of the Windows agent has auto update in it. This means that this agent will automatically update to a newer version as they're released by default. You can change the way that this happens. You can prevent this from happening with the command line switch do not update. This also has some of those optimization speed changes we talked about in the host. This has faster disabling of accounts, both JIT and managed, and some other minor changes. The big thing, though, is the auto update. This version of the agent will download from our servers a new release and update on a fractional basis when we release an update. That means that 6.2.3.4 and the irony of 2.3.4 and the number repetition pattern there is not lost on me. I like numbers, I like math, and 2.3.4 really makes me, it just made me smile when that was the version that actually went out with the release on it. We've been using this auto update internally for about 2 months now. Lots of versions have gone through our internal testing. It hasn't had any problems. We're real happy with it. As part of this, there is now what some people have asked for, a single URL that you can use to download the latest release. https:// the host that you are hosted on /release/latest will give you the zip file that is the latest release. If you extract that zip file, run techidagent.exe update, it'll do the updating. If you still want to maintain your own release and update process and you use do not update for the agent, this URL will help you get there. In the Swagger docs on chdoc.ruffiansoftware.com, /swagger, you will find a new release section that has all the API related to getting the release information, update percentages, days it was released, hashes, all those stuff is in that release REST API that's there. Those are the big changes. There was also a TechID client release, real minor release. There was a bug when you refreshed accounts where it could crash the TechID client. If you just restarted it, it was good to go. That bug has been fixed. Real minor fix, version 2.3.3. And that's about all the boring technical stuff that we released this month. pretty straightforward. There's some other stuff we're working on. For next time, we're adding paging to the TechID portal for all of the long form stuff. This is part of the scaling changes. The way the TechID portal looks right now is when you get all the agents. This particular, our test agent has 557 agents. So it's a list of 557 of them that just goes on and on and on and on and on. When you get to tens of thousands of agents, that becomes untenable. So the next version that's going to be released imminently will look more like this, where you get pages of agents. So the same 557 agents, but there'll be a page of them. You can go to the next page, next page, next page. You can search in each of the different column types and really narrow down what you're looking for. This will clearly help get through these pages faster, help you find stuff faster, won't take as long to load. Really, some really good changes right there. That's part of the scaling changes. That is imminent for release. As you can see, it's already in internal testing. Also, for next month, we're going to add auto update in other pieces of TechIDManager. The Mac agent, the TechID client, the other pieces will all get an auto update so that they will update themselves and keep them all of themselves up to date. All these will be optional. You'll be able to deny the updates or pause the updating if you want. Another big thing that's happening is our website is moving. None of the hosting for any of the internal production services is moving. None of the data hosting is moving, but our website proper is moving. Why? Because the current host made me angry. It's pretty much why. And I'm going to take our website off of there and move it somewhere else. Where we're moving, what the time frame is on that, it might be tomorrow, it might be end of the month, but that move is coming real soon. There have been quite a few incidents over the last 6 months where our website has just gone down, and it has started happening about once a week. Our website's gone down. It has nothing to do with us. It is the host for our website is making changes internally and breaking our website, and that is just not acceptable for a managed site. So we're moving to another host. Where we're going, I don't know. If you have a suggestion for a good host for a SaaS website, let us know. We are very open to that. Put it in the doobly-doos down below if you have a suggestion. This next one, if you've been following along, you've seen that another secret agent is coming soon. This is very different from the major new feature that we have in the works, but we do have another secret agent coming. You should be able to guess what it is, but I'm not going to say. This has been priority usurped, so we might release it this next month. We might not. It's pretty easy to do, but development resources have been allocated to the scaling work and the new features and a little bit to the SOC compliance. So that meant, because we are not unlimited, we haven't taken billions of dollars, $6.2 billion in funding like the new AI that Jeff Bezos is doing. We haven't taken that much money, so we have limited dev resources. So this particular nicety has been usurped, and the dev resources are working on other stuff. So it's partially done. And I like to think of the various pieces of TechIDManager and the projects that are running as little people in a crowd, and they're there and they're all waving, and like every now and then you work with one, you shake their hand, you move them, you grow them, you put little clothes on them like little dolls, and then they grow up, and then you release them into the world as their own little pieces. And this particular piece is sitting in the corner and just unhappy. Little doll over there. And I would love to go play with him and work on it, but like it's just, the dev resources just not been there. And this last item down here, TechID 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝐵𝗂 with shared accounts. This has gotten some work, attention to it. It is one of those things. It's also getting a change in the execution model for TechID 𝗕𝗓𝗄𝐵𝗂. As part of CMMC compliance for one of our existing partners, the storage account needs to be modified so that it is less enumerable when going against the 𝗬𝗵𝗶 audit, 𝗬𝗵𝗶 level 2, I believe. The storage account is enumerable from anywhere in the world. It should not be. There's nothing in there, nothing that can be read. There's no data stored there, but it's enumerable, and that is causing one of our partners, that is causing one of our partners some 𝗬𝗵𝗶 audit issues. So this is going to get moved up in the priority, and the TechID agent base 6.0 with both shared accounts and 𝗬𝗵𝗶 based hardening will get done and be released within the next very short time frame. As always, there's newsletters. This way, it's hard to point to something that's behind you can't see. Newsletter you can sign up for there. There's also, I'd like to point out on our website, ruffiansoftware.com or TechIDManager.com, notices. These are notices about all the things that have happened and are going to happen with updates about what's happening relative to them. So as soon as we know we are rolling out a new server version, production server version, or making some production server changes, or we have released some version of something, a notice goes here so that you can see this, you can see here, this was released November 14th. We said November 16th, we're making some changes from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if we look at the details on that, the details were production server was going to be made. I am all tongue twisted today. It's been a long week. You can see the details here say the production server maintenance will be performed on Sunday, November 16th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. During this time, some of the production servers will not be accessible for a few minutes. When that was completed, we added an update. Production server maintenance was completed from 10 a.m. to 10:33 a.m. It didn't take as long as we wanted. Servers were only available for a few seconds each. It was a great production, great maintenance time frame. We really enjoyed it. It went real well. That is pretty much all that I have for today. That's what we've been up to. That's the things we've released, and that's what's coming next. As always, we are looking for any feedback that you have on TechIDManager. If you have things you want it to do, things you think it should do, problems it's have, email support@techidmanager.com and let us know what you want it to do, what it did, what you think it should do. And we are very driven to get those customer feedback issues implemented. That is our whole PAMCast for November 18th, 2025. It has been great seeing y'all here. We look forward to seeing you in a month. It will be right before Christmas. So we'll have some Christmas theme going on. We'll have some other good information. Hope to see y'all there. And have fun PAMcasting. We need to come up with some saying at the end. Have fun, be cool. I don't know. We also need to come up with an intro reel and an exit reel, I guess. Maybe we'll step up our production levels and capabilities soon. Other than that, that's our information.